Yo, good evening, friends. How's it going? Hello, Lodro High. Thank you so much for subscribing for 12 months. Looks like you got your very own gold-plated game now. What's up, Worst Elephant? What's up, Poink? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. That's right, it's Thursday. Kind of hard to remember since I messed the schedule all up. But, yeah. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Sounds like some of you could be doing better. I saw the conversation that was going on in Discord while I was spinning everything up. That some of you are just now learning, or just now discussing that that poor 13-year-old kid that got murdered by a cop. So, I didn't really have anything to add to the discussion, though I had this strange experience. Like, I can't actually remember what it was like to trust police. Like, I feel like I've been hearing these stories for so long that I don't actually remember feeling safe or secure on police. Okay, so years ago when we bought this place, quick side story. What's up, Bridgeda? What's up, Baconcopter? Years ago when we bought this place, we had a neighborhood watch meeting. And the board, which included me at the time, because I didn't know I was getting into, the homeowners association board invited the local police to come give a presentation on like safety and neighborhood watch stuff and all that. I'd never been to one of these. as I had never been a homeowner before. So I went, and there were a bunch of us there, about half the people living in this townhome complex, and a bunch of cops, and they were talking about what they do and stuff, and most of them seemed like pretty reasonable people. And there was this one guy. I swear to God, he looked exactly like Farva from Super Troopers. Like, just big, portly, sweaty dude with like this shitty little mustache. And he was like, you could tell he was just in it for the power trip. Like, his whole thing was talking about what they do when they track down like burglars or criminals or stuff. And he was very open that it's generally just like the homeless in the area who are, they've got nothing, they're desperate, and sometimes they break into people's places just looking for something to use or something to sell. And he was getting all excited about when they track down one of their encampments, they go in there with a team and they deploy a concussion device through the windows and they line everybody up, and I was sitting there in shock. I felt like I was listening to Imperial fucking Stormtrooper, right? And I'm looking around at the other homeowners, and some of them are getting into this. And I didn't know if it was just being in the presence of this kind of authority, or if they were actually like digging on treating their fellow humans like some kind of wild beasts to be hunted. But it was an eye-opening experience, and I can't really say it like it super changed my view on police, but I think before that I had never really, I knew there were problems with policing, but I don't think it ever really struck me as being like the core values of policing being the problem. And that meeting, that neighborhood watch meeting that was ostensibly just supposed to be about like keeping your home safe and keeping your community safe, just had this horrible tone to it. And it disturbed me more because there were like 5 or 6 cops there, and most of them seemed like really nice, really cool people. But they let this guy go off about this. It was part of their thing. It was part of their culture. I couldn't tell how they felt about that, because they just let this guy like rattle off about hunting homeless people. So, and then in more recent years, we've seen actually, it's actually a lot worse than that, in fact. So, anyway, a little bit of a pick me up to start the evening's festivities. What's up, Nemrin? Valiant Cheese. We haven't talked about anything like that in a while. I think after Trump got ousted, I was just kind of relieved that things were going back to some degree of normalcy. So I haven't felt that same anxiety and the need to discuss it so much. I was so tired and so frustrated for so long, and the change of administration made me feel like I could relax for a bit, but it seems like the psychopaths are spinning back up now that they feel powerless again. You know what they say, one bad apple doesn't hurt anything, so don't worry about it. I like place with mozzarella sticks. So odd how the whole point of the barrel being spoiled seems to have been lost in one. I know. Does not everybody, like, if you buy like a bag of oranges or like a thing of tomatoes or something, like, once if you find one with some kind of rot or fungus on it, you check the other ones meticulously, or you throw them all out. Like that, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the analogy. If there is a rot, you have to do something about it. Have to. You don't just leave it in there to let everything else rot away. So yeah, I don't know. A lot has been lost in the discussion over policing. A lot of people are just willingly blind to it. I think it's frustrating. These people don't eat fruit; they don't understand. Yeah, and I know things haven't gone back completely to normal. I heard about the wall stuff too. So, I mean, I was expecting to be disappointed by Biden, and I've been, I guess to his credit, less disappointed than I thought I would be. But there's certainly, yeah, the situation at the border and especially immigration is not, definitely been a disappointment on. So, don't sound defeatist. Seal's been broken. Threshold's been crossed. Gate of normalization, my kind of unaccountability is open. It'll take a lot of focus effort to walk back from that. Yeah, it's true. But it also seems like the Seals came off the reasonable folks too. And that's something that does give me hope, is like during the reign of Trump, he was doing things like completely outside the norm, and a lot of people were trying to treat it like the new normal. But a lot more people were very, very insistent on it not being normal and pushing back a lot harder than they have in the past. So yeah, a lot of norms in governance have come off, but a lot of norms in resistance have come off as well. Trump is a garbage fire, and then Biden beat on the fire. So. This does actually feel kind of topical, since we have to deal with the Eoxian Empire in this, and they don't exactly seem like the progressive types. So the new normal is by definition not normal. Good point. Well said. Yeah, I think the real measure is how normal things are going to be after Corona. There's not really going to be an after Corona. It's going to be something that we're all going to deal with forever, but it'll at least be manageable. And once people can go back to something that resembled their lives like a year and a half ago, I wonder what things are going to be like. Abby normal. What's up, Smokey? Alright, anyway, let's see if we get back into this. Actually, no, we can't, because I had stuff I wanted to talk about. Instead, I ended up talking about cops for 10 minutes. How much they suck. Just so nobody takes that out of context. I'm going to be using my new controller tonight. Pretty excited about this. Feels nice and robust. Feels good. Feels good in the hands. Feels really good in the hands. Straight out of GPG. Yes, I did. This is the 8-Bit Dough Pro 2. The sequel to this one that I've been using for the last year or two. I forget how long. Yeah, this one has a couple neat new bells and whistles. The most noticeable thing is there's actually buttons. There's like middle finger buttons underneath the controller now. And there's also you can probably see that, the mode selector there. Instead of having to hold some kind of weird button combination to get it to sync with your different devices, you just flip it to the one that you want. Traitor heretic. Analog sticks are good. They're important. Especially if you try to play anything with like a free camera. So, okay, there's that. The other thing that I want to mention is my Analog Super NT is apparently coming on Saturday. Which is way sooner than I thought it would. Like, I had no idea if Analog had these things in stock. I didn't know if they needed to manufacture them. I didn't know if they needed to conjure them from whatever fairy dust they're all hopped up on over there. But apparently it's already on its way. It's coming on Saturday. So, I'm actually thinking, since I'm going to be doing retro games Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays from now on, 3 days a week instead of just one, really. I may push Blood Omen from Saturday and do a Super NT unboxing and some Super NES gaming on Saturday, and then come right back to Blood Omen from Tuesday. and then stay on Blood Omen Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday until we finish that. But I'm so excited to get this thing. I've been wanting this for like more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, a long time, and I'm finally going to have it. So, but we can discuss how y'all feel about that. I guess we can play the video game now, if y'all are amenable. So last time we spent a whole lot of time exploring the nebula. We got the big book from the library, thank God. We went back to the one, what was it, what's up, house? Looking forward to Saturday's Bubsy stream. What is that? Renaki. We went to Renaki, and we told that one girl who loves books but apparently can't read that we found the library. We convinced her to come with us on our ship. She regretted that instantly. We took her all the way to Eox, dropped her off at the library with Huang, and then we talked to the professor, and that was a huge mistake. We definitely shouldn't have done that. We went back to Maerzi and returned their statue. Yeah, we did. We totally ditched her on Eox. We returned the statue to Maerzi, and they were actually very nice about that. And we found a foil inside. We went to Elbereth. We met up with our friend. Yeah, everything's still not great, as it turns out. Everything's still in kind of rough shape. But we are getting a lot of information. We are learning a lot of things. Found out a little bit more about the crown, a little bit more about the foils. Then we went to the site that was on the mural up at the Hermitage, and it ended up being the graveyard of emperors. And we were actually able to talk to one of the emperors via the foil that we found in the statue that the game forced me to leave behind because of the stupid inputs. Still salty about that. So that's where we left off. We had just been to the graveyard of... It's the new normal. We had just been to the graveyard of emperors. Now I think we're going to head for the Withering Palace, because that sounds fucking cool. That is what we're going to do tonight. That is the main objective for the evening. So we are back on the Nightingale, ready to cast off. I think we've pretty much pinpointed the Withering Palace. Is that like... Wait, what? Is that my gecko? Six, look, the gecko came... The gecko came with us! Six isn't happy. Why aren't you happy? How did the gecko come with us? I do not wish to talk about... The gecko totally... Oh my god. The gecko totally hitched a ride on Six. He's probably bumming around inside one of his servos or something. Six is a cool chill lizard. Oh my god, our gecko... I'm so happy about that. He's still pissed. Oh, I'm so happy now. Okay, it's gonna be a good evening. It's gonna be a good evening. All right. So we've been to the Emperor's Graveyard. Are these the same? An eclectic series of ancient artifacts, most notably Tapi's curious metal sphere. Okay, so there's 2 Age of Sail sites. There's one out here in this completely uncharted zone that we've gotten from random relics that we found just laying around. As mad as he is, yeah, it's probably just stuck on him. Possibly a lost city. That sounds super cool. This one is the one that we picked up from Renba's dig site. I guess the crystals. The Withering Palace is where I want to go next. There is a pre-Empire site. Oh, the site where all the statues of the ancient gods were quarried. Somewhere out here. There is an unknown ancient site. And then there's like a completely lost moon just somewhere. I have no idea where. But first things first. Withering Palace. for doing it. I can't believe the gecko came back. I thought the game was teaching us a hard lesson about trusting literally anybody. I guess it makes sense the Withering Palace would be in the Withering. The Garden Moon was a most curious find, mistress. The Holy Empire is founded on a belief in rebirth. They believed in the Great Loop. Graveyards were unnecessary. That's right. If somebody was buried, they could not return to the Great Loop. We learned that on the Hermitage. Perhaps the emperors did not believe in the loop. Humans, I have observed, are fickle. Do tell. Do tell. Been AWOL a few days. This thing you're playing Friday. I don't think the Dreadx games were long enough for one to get a full night. Okay, there is a new Dreadx collection out. It's called Dreadx The Hunt. It is a compilation of 7 first or third person shooters. Unexplored waters straight ahead that might also reach our destination. Let's go this one. We started it when it came out on Thursday. I played through 3 of the 7 games, and I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it, and so we are going to continue it on Friday. Maybe finish it. Yay, more Skelly. The Withering Palace 6. Somewhere in the Withering Ways, perhaps? I mean, it does stand to reason. Oh my god! By the goddess and all her fingers! Ah! Oh, it never gets old. Yeah, decent Bolka and Inquisitor Martyr, holy fuck. You were posting screenshots of like a dreadnought, weren't you? That looks super cool. Emperor took Kaya to the ruined moon and hid her. Oh, you go this way. Then it wasn't Renba who hid that foil at all. So I think he didn't even find it. So he might be uncovering some kind of secret plot from one of the last emperors. We should go left ahead, mistress. I will do that. Oh, there's a ruin over there. Man. Everything's coming up Aaliyah. What's up, library man? You didn't miss anything. We spent a while rambling at the beginning of the stream. A ruin! It is a ruin from the Holy Empire, mistress. We just set out. This should only take a few moments, mistress. Oh, our gecko came back. Found an anklet of gold. I wonder how long it's been out there. Look there. It's small, but there's an eagle and sun motif. Maker didn't include an inscription around the surface. I'd say this was made on the site we're searching for. It must be nearby. Okay, so we're on our way to the Withering Palace. Because it sounds super cool, and I want to know what the deal is there. Oh, God. Finally got time off after a 14-hour and 9... Jesus, dude. That's brutal. Wow, here's another room. Where the hell are we? We've apparently never been down this route. Huh, interesting. Anyway, this is where we're heading. Withering Palace over in the Withering Ways. I was recapping the other sites that we had learned about. And also everything we did last time. 14 was because some idiot opened... Oh, yeah! Open and arm the emergency slide. Yeah, that looked ridiculous. Oh, yeah, unionize. A ruin! I would guess it dates from the Age of Sail, mistress. I will investigate. I recovered a fragment of a statuette carved from crystal. I wonder how long it's been out there. There's an inscription on his body. Words. I love them. This is the end of a longer line of text. Yeah, it sounds like it was really fortunate you're on the other side of the plane. Hate for you to catch that. What gods do not is? What gods? No, that has to be do not. The structure doesn't really match anything else. Maybe it's not what? This is a fragment? Okay, it's gotta be one of these combinations here. Alright, game. If you insist. Just cram everything in here. And let it tell me I'm wrong. New mechanic, it's always time to unionize. What gods do not does is? Wow, they actually let me go through with that one. That was embarrassing. Likely this comes from the same place as the scratched devotional icon, the piece of paper we found before. This will make the Age of Sail site easier to locate. A little confusing now since there's 2 Age of Sail sites. I thought we were trying to narrow down the location of the actual Age of Sail site, but apparently there's 2. There's a wealth of water on that moon. We could ship it. Yeah, I'm really, you'd be very rich. I'm really fascinated by this idea that it hadn't really occurred to me that just nobody sailed. There's very little sailing going on. Couldn't I? Maybe I could tell someone about the place. And apparently sailing is against some religious strictures. Like that girl we took to Eox was really, really afraid of sailing because she thought she'd lose her soul. Is there a menu to go back and look at old translations? Yes. I believe on the timeline. Yeah, on the timeline we can revisit every translation we've ever done. Things been mentioned, Eox doesn't allow it. I still wonder why we're allowed to do it. I don't think that's actually been covered. I think this is not. What? I believe this is right. What gods do not something is not something. Or this could be the end. This might actually be the end of a phrase. I don't know. I don't think I know enough for that one. Uncharted rivers to the right. Well, let's chart them. I think they might head towards our target. Oh god. We'll take this path, I guess. Path turns right momentarily, as should we. So I think our speculation has been that the Withering Palace might be where robots or foils or possibly the crown were manufactured. I'm trying to remember what Kaya told us about this place. She made it sound like somewhere she wanted to be. We'll take the direct path here. Going with what gods do not allow is not. I did not get the impression she truly knew what the Withering Palace was, mister. She seemed to be fixed in a state of some alarm. A shipwreck? Where? There's a wreck from the Eoxian Empire. Just wait, mistress. I found a shredded, leather-bound book just floating out there. The inside cover has been painted on, mistress. This is faded and unreadable. I can read it. For young... Ooh, here we go. Certain my translation for young is correct now. Good. Good. This is similar to Mind, but Mind also... I'm still convinced that coat hanger looking one has something to do with people. So, Mind minus people... Oh god, is it book or is it machine? Ooh. Something for young... Very similar to hold. For young... Hold knowledge. Probably learn. Book for young learn from, maybe? This is made on the exact place we're looking for. We're on the right track. Well, that's good. To make the exact spot we're currently after easier to find. Have we actually... No, it would seem we have not actually narrowed down the location of the Withering Palace. Well, we're obviously in the vicinity. Don't ask me what gave me that indication. It's just a hunch I have. Is anything here at all? Alright, so there's two possible sites. One is directly ahead of us. But I'm guessing it's probably that one. Path in the water. Very foggy here. Cloudy. Oh, there's a rune over there. I see it. Ruin! I would guess it dates from the Empire, mistress. Should only take a few moments. I recovered a sliver from a pendant made of crystal. It must have come from somewhere close to here. The pendant would seem to be inscribed. Unbelievably small. Apparently we have really good eyes. One was a broken piece from an even longer phrase. I think it ends with together. Let's put in the stuff we know for sure. When we something together. Alright, so we got when right. One ring to rule them all. When we... So it's like lose. I think it's when we die. When we die together. Ooh. I would like to be on the river, thank you. This should make a place called the Withering Palace easier to find. Okay. So I guess we're... Oh, God. I would get so nauseous piloting one of these, because these rivers go all over the place. I think we just did a loop-de-loop. Oh, my lord. Yeah. That's something out there. Unknown waters to the left. We shall go left. Mistress, there's another wreck some distance away on the right. It's not the one we're navigating for. Oh, we're on course for it. Okay, cool. Okay, I bet it's over here then. The locations we're looking for are usually in big calm spots. Site appears to date from the Holy Empire, mistress. I will investigate. Found a piece of a page from a book. It's lying out there? Looks like there's something marked along the margin. This is one end of a blurry fragment of text. Alright, This book Can add my translation for book to my dictionary now. All right, good. This book. Something through. So the tail end of this word is probably open. And the only one of those things that opens is gates. I'm gonna guess gates. This book. Place. It's kind of like. Oh, this is interesting. It's kind of, it's got similar characters to Banished, but it doesn't have the negative in it. It might be came then. Book came through gates. Possibly. Is it closes and closing again or closes and near? I think it's. I don't remember. I should have looked up the adjoining phrase. Entered an area of weaker flow. Did I miss a turn? Okay, we're gonna have to. Oh no, this is fine. This is fine. We're going around. I think we just need to take this up here. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't think we can miss it at this point. Near alpha beta. Can you see it? How do we find it? I do not know, mistress. I suggest we look. Who would have thunk that? Something big below you? Oh, you're right. That might be where we're going. I think it is, actually. I think that is where we're going. Wow, I have really not been thinking at all to look around as we sail. Which is stupid, because sailing really requires very little active control. Since you can't fall off the rivers. There's obviously something up ahead. Not enough room to land the ship. Already the hopper. Okay. A 6 look over the edge of the boat. Far over the edge. Far, far over the edge. 3D. Preposterous. 2D is all we need. This is the place Kaya mentioned. We've made it. How can there be a palace here? How indeed. How indeed. Boop.
We hoppered down into a narrow, rocky canyon. Waves of dust made it impossible to breathe.
Ah, this is no good. Mistress? Don't hassle me.
This was the worst one yet.
You should not talk, mistress. The dust will get into your throat. We best keep moving. Alright, I'm actually going to listen to 6 for once. I'm not going to say anything. One minute, mistress. Couldn't you have hoppered us down, like, closer to our destination? Oh my god, there's... Wherever we're going, there's no way I'm gonna make it.
My lungs were burning.
I do not wish you to... Oh, okay. Don't tell me I know. 2 minutes. I feel alright now. Hang on, a wind... Okay, so I think I can take cover behind these to restore my stamina. Ah, the wind, a wind shadow. This place 6. This place is horrible. Why would Kai have wanted to come here? Why would anyone? It is indeed horrible. The moon must have been habitable before. No one would have built anything here. Not under all this dust. Not unless it was something they wanted to keep hidden. I do not pretend to understand humans, mistress. Kaya was recorded here. That's what she told us anyway. Are you well enough to continue? I think so. Got to be something here. Some kind of structure. Somewhere. Alright, we're going. I can see nothing, mistress. Nothing but dust and rock. The channel seems to get narrower. There's no way to know if it leads anywhere at all. There is no shelter. I fear you will not make it back. You can do this. You know, the smart thing to do would have been to send 6 ahead to look for something of note.
Then we rounded a corner in the rock. And we saw it.
It's just like the one in the Emperor's graveyard. Although this moon couldn't be more different. Hey, here we go. Well done, mistress. Of course, I never doubted it would be here. Next time you can go by yourself. Hopper me in once you've... That's what I'm just saying! That's an excellent idea, mistress. The ruins will provide a wind shadow. You are safe. I've seen this kind of gate before. 6 with snitch on it. In the graveyard of the Emperors. The site must be from a similar period. Just as we were expecting. And there's an inscription, of course. Symbols embossed into the metal. Ancient. This is the start of a fragment of text. Okay. I don't think that's right. Oh, it could. Have you already done Donut County, or is that next week? Donut County is gonna be whenever I can catch it on sale. I think, because it's gonna be a one-night thing. I believe I remember the word knowledge, mistress. I'm sorry. I'm not particularly inclined to pay full price for Donut County because I already bought it on mobile. And if there were an easy way for me to stream it off my phone, I would just do that. But as far as I know, there's only paid options, so... And I don't intend to become a mobile streamer anytime soon, so... I do want to get Donut County on PC, but I'd prefer to wait. It's on Game Pass. Could do that. Could do that. So, yeah. From next week... So Mondays and Wednesdays are still going to be Heaven's Vault until we finish it. Fridays will still be Indie Variety Nights, or next Friday is going to be Community Night. When we finish Heaven's Vault, I'm going to go straight into Yonder. And then we'll just set aside a night for Donut County whenever. Just point the camera at the screen for the vintage Let's Play experience. I could totally do that too. That'd be pretty funny. Something of something knowledge. Low. I might be It might be well or it might be source. Let's try source. The only reason I think it might be well is because they keep talking about wellspring. What's up, Marwell? Yeah, that's I think maybe old. Maybe old. Where's all the dust outside coming from anyway? That's an excellent question, Mistress. There's considerable velocity. Let's see if there's anything else out here. Sometimes they carve things into the trees. There's a sound over here. I said there's an orangery here. How could anyone grow oranges in this? Assuming we found the right place. Something must have changed. Let's see what we find inside. How many Withering Palaces can there be
We stepped through the
anyway?
ancient gate. The wind outside dropped to a hollow moan.
That's your thinking face. I really hope we don't have to go back through the storm. What's going diddly diddly down? I'm sure you could even allow you to try, Mistress. Is this ever open? Perhaps, Mistress. All we've done is head to the Withering Palace. That's where we're at right now. We've gone from the Emperor's Graveyard to the Withering Palace. Some kind of courtyard beyond. I can't make it out. There's another inscription, too. Low and River sounded like a well to me, but I've been wrong almost consistently with this. All these particles from disintegrated oranges. It's an orange storm. Oh my god, this is long. Holy sweet sacred mother. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what is that first word? Do I have something for that? I don't think I have that first one. So you did not believe 6? Didn't believe 6 about what? Place, probably. Phone a friend an option here. Jam all the really long words in there and be done in no time. True. He didn't try to tell you there was nothing there? No, he didn't. He just warned us if there was nothing there. I might not be able to make it back or something, which is silly because he can just hop us. That's how you scroll it. Okay. Stick. With the stick. May find presents? Presents? I love presents. Love? I don't think that's right. I think that might be a different phrase. So long you can scroll is the final boss of Act 2. Okay, I'm not sure I'm actually gonna get anywhere with this unless I do just shove in every possible word I know and let it tell me I'm wrong. Because I'm pretty sure that's not right. Usually Aaliyah gets a shorter breath. He goes ahead while you rest. Comes back and tells you there's nothing there. He doesn't think it's worth your health. I mean, if he tried to pull that shit, I definitely wouldn't trust him on it. Wait. Let me pull some of this stuff out. This is probably in. Maybe that is place. We had one, there's another group that fits. Oh, me. I don't think that's right, because I don't think that little loop... It's hard to tell. This. I totally missed that I had this. In this... Okay, so then in this place. Let me find... Ah, that was it. Okay, the last part's not love. Woo, okay. Alright, so we've confirmed place and find then. It's a lot of glyphs. I think it must say find. Wow, alright. In this place... May find... Okay, so this ends with love. But it also has give in it. Give love. That'd be mercy. In this place... In this place, dying may find mercy. That fits, because this is where Kaya was recorded. Why would Kaya have wanted to come here? Found a tomb and we're raiding it. Door a little ajar. Let's see. Door's open, but the gap's too narrow to slide through. And it's jammed. I'll have to find a way around. It's not a jar, it's a door. Idiot. Guy said there were robots here, but that doesn't make sense. Not with all these steps.
The room was filled with rows and rows of books.
Is this a library? A palace of knowledge? Withering as paper withers? Perhaps, mistress. It's an interesting theory. Seems a bit of a stretch, however. And it's locked. And there's also a barricade. There's ancient here. Lots of it. Ah, I've done longer than that. I believe you can be confident of your translation for robots now, mistress. Also return. It's also sealed with the tiger emblem. These symbols look like my translation for good. So that little thingy there is an indicator for an adjective, I believe. So what would that be just on its own then? People, and I've seen some similar words for this before. Kind of. Not really. He's sine wave. Nike. Might be honest. Honest people. Maybe I'm gonna try welcome. Honest people welcome robots return. Place doesn't seem grand enough to be a palace. There are no ornamental domes, no gardens. There must be more to this place, but what? I leapt up in a hurry, I suppose. Any place to sit? It looks like they dropped something. Here, in the crack between the stones, a short-stemmed key, dating from the age of sail. Along the barrel, there seems to be an inscription, mistress. Precision needed for this. It's quite an inscription to fit onto a tiny key. Honest people feared robots' return. We just found the inner story of Mega Man X. Alright, let's see. Quite a few new words in this one. Keep me on? I don't think that's right. This could be yourself. I think it's your though. I think those are more complete phrases. I suppose it's possible it could be yourself and then I really think I feel like this should be keep me on something, you're something, but game needs more word puzzle. Alright. Forget that then. Just keep me on, then your, then plans make sense. Oh, is it? It's not gonna let me guess anymore. So that's for the age of sail site. Oh, no, wrong button. Inscriptions. I think this happened 1 point. Yeah, it happened earlier. And I don't know if it's just the game not letting me like cheese it anymore by ruling stuff out for me, or if I really don't know enough to translate this one. I feel like I should be able to figure this one out. Might be worth it to go back to old phrases and see how much you can verify. You know, that's a thought. Wow, I didn't actually mean to do that. I saw you link what the dub. That does look pretty funny. What if we go way back? Oh, hey, here we go. There's solvable inscription. All right, worst elephant. Have a good one. Line from a book. Love and something lift. Love and something will lift your heart. Good things you got any dig memory. Okay, cool. So I just confirmed love and lift. All right. Love and do that very often. Maybe song. Also, a good way to confirm something is unsolvable. The puzzle you just read is not among the solvables. Good point. Very good point. Solved, there's unsolved, solvable, and there's all. Okay. Scimitar. This will protect you. Probably sword. This is probably the word for sword. I'm curious, why is it... Oh, wait. Oh, so that one is just done now. Okay, so some of these are auto-solving because I've confirmed all of the words they were made up from. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm glad you mentioned this, Lodro High. I wouldn't have even thought to do this. Unsurprising, I'm sure. They don't confirm until you actually look at them with all words solved. And this book. Something... What? This book tells what will... Alright, that confirms what. That's useful. Place. Aim. It's very similar to Came. Come? Is that little... the past tense, maybe? Wonder. It is a pretty sweet system, yeah. Line from book. Okay, what do you start with? This book contains something you is? Thing. Something of all? Been saying something of all. There we go. All right, cool. Got it. This book contains history, similar to was. History of all. That is true, perhaps. Perhaps. Excuse me while I spend the next hour and a half just working through these old phrases. History of... Oh, this is going to be the title of the book, isn't it? Lost Future? That's it. It's the history of... The history of the lost future. That's a cool ass name for a book. Here stands God of all nebula. Here stands the God of all the nebulas. Okay, so the is just understood in their language. It's like doing the jumble in the comic section. Ruins, run in, rise, returning, resolving. Holy waters protect you. All right, that the holy waters protect you. That one was correct. Horn River chart. May Sky God lift you. That was correct. Cool. Small book bound in wood. May gods hold your heart. That was correct. Bone statue from the Withering Palace. May rivers carry you home. Also correct. Doesn't Latin work like that? The implied and derived from... I have no idea. I know nothing of Latin. The key that Mina gave us. Do not lose me. That one seems pretty apparent. Found etched in the railing. Do not fall. Found etched in the winch frame. Strong as rock. Alright, good. Found a golden necklace from the Emperor's graveyard. We are one. Etched in the swirling scratches. Stars of home. The original Rokba carving. Strong as rock. The dagger discovered on the hideout moon. All people as one. The charred heavy roll of paper that led us to the dig site. I never did solve this one. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, not sure about the first word. Something comes... Wait. Pilgrims. Follow. This. Book? Oh, they just ejected that first little bit. Oh god, it literally never occurred to me that the beginnings of phrase fragments might just be red herrings. in that we can't translate them because they're parts of words that got cut off. The purple robe, all pilgrims together. Etched into the stones of the mares and well, holy water from below rock. Antler model, follow holy light. The holy light. Carved at the base of the mare's goddess, holy water goddess. Can't say, I'm surprised that being correct. And the original brooch, holy emperor. All right, so now we just have unsolved inscriptions. And we have... How many of these do we have? We still have quite a few of these. But they're not solvable yet. So cool. All right. Evidently is both like and unlike the Emperor's Graveyard. More sequences of ancient. There was a phrase when it was I on all inscriptions? I can go check. I thought I was on unsolved. Something Empress. Okay, there's Withering Palace. That has to be right. I would think. Be something. Drink more Ovaltine. What's up, Manic? The long one, I think it must say Withering. Yeah. It's a lot of glyphs. I'm sure it translates as palace. So we know, okay, we know how to write this place in ancient now. Empress. It might be demanded. Withering Palace be built, maybe? Maybe first. Maybe first Empress. First Empress demanded Withering Palace be built. Possibly. Ain't it always? First Empress built this place? It's an amazing record to have found just lying around. Gaia said she had a place here, alongside the mechanicals. That's what she said. But all I see are books and dust. He said, we've looked at one room. Wang would love this place. If he could make it through the dust. I'm certain he could not. Chronicles of Mazwai. The book Huang is always reading. There's something in the order of 600 copies of Mazwai on Eox Mistress, but this one is not from Eox Mistress. Copy of Mazwai must be close to original. Huang would love it. Interesting. Couldn't be more different than the graveyard we found before. Nevertheless, the age is similar, Mistress. Alright, we'll try the door. Locked. Could try the key. Or drop this key, must have used it for something. There! Hey! Alright, we can actually get into the palace now. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna look around a little bit more in here. Some kind of plaza back here. Lined with statues. They look like pieces laid out for a game. If this is a holy empire site, the ancient gods shouldn't be here at all. Gods were torn down, destroyed by the empire, like the one on Elbereth. There are no gods on Eox. So why are these gods here? Laid out reverentially. There's a way through across the roof. Mistress, please do not plummet anywhere. It's wizard chest, Harry. Papers, please. The ink on this one is run long, apparently. This one is several words. Plummet right, damn well, please, 6. I think this is lost our... Have anything for that? Oh wait, no. Lost our... Nah. Lost our friends. Our... And... Our... Okay, this is interesting. Translation, our can't be correct anymore. Ah, but I'm convinced my translation for friends is correct. Okay, cool. This is progress. Lost... I think this is the symbol for many. Many lost their friends. Got the symbol for new. It's got the word for new in it. So maybe children and their... Oh, this also has a symbol for new in it. Damn it. Oh, God. One is probably... One is probably children, one is probably parents. The difference is one little thing. That's the only thing separating them. I'm gonna guess this one's children and this one's parents. Because children are later in the sequence, so it makes sense to add to it. But I'm sure we'll... Now I'm curious. Let's solve... There's unsolved. Okay, so we still have plenty of unsolved ones to look at. I can see them more clearly from up here.
A circle of stone gods, staring each other down. Each one daring the others to blink first.
6 of them. 1 I know, but 5 I don't. This should be illuminating. Timur always told me there were 7 ancient gods, though where he got that from, I have no idea. Something in the sand. There's something here, almost completely buried. Smudged metal lantern. It looks like something from at least the earliest days of the Empire. New gods just dropped. Let's say it was a miner's lantern, judging by the sturdiness of it. The base has been inscribed with characters in ancient script, too. Okay, miner's lantern. Some savages just don't use the Oxford comma. Ridiculous. Now that I have a pretty extensive glossary to pull from, this is really cool. I mean, not that it wasn't cool before, but like it's really cool now that I have a bunch of words I can work with. So this is when I speculated was child. Though it could just be young and something else. Cannot take us? I had a feeling that first word was something else. Okay, so that can't be child. But we're right about cannot. Okay, cool. So I can probably go back and fix that other one. Parents. Okay. It's many. It's a combination of all those. Many, me, and of. So probably our? Our parents cannot take us. It's like divide. So probably away. Our parents cannot take us away. Comes from the same source as the battered sculpture. The one I found in the burned tower. And this should help us to find its location. This should help us work out where to look for it. Pre-Empire site in Sculptor's Canyon. Okay. So then I know this one. Their parents, their parents, and their parents. So this one is children. There we go. Alright, updated. Love it out here. People live and die on Eox. You never see anything. Okay, so this is seeming more like a proper palace now. Okay. It's a big rock. Fallen rock. I'm glad I wasn't standing here when that came down. How long ago that happened. Table set for a meeting. Looks like it ended in an argument. Could have been moments ago. Eagle and Sun. Dates the site beautifully. I would have had to do a QTE. Fallen rock. This random fallen rock has an inscription. I want everything to have an inscription. Literally everything. What is this? Some kind of theater? Some kind of devotional space? Six is waiting patiently for us downstairs. Kind of. Says, wish I wasn't here when this rock came down. This inscription has an inscription. Yeah, we heard you like inscriptions. Something wedged under here. Silver leather knife. Dang from the edge. Oh, no inscription on the hilt. So it's a silver knife used for leather, I guess. I think this comes from the same site as the key I found here before. Got a lot of information on the Age of Sail site now. This will make the site easier to locate. How easy are we talking here? Okay, this one's been very much nailed down. Although we might be able to find this one when we leave the Withering Palace. We might be able to take... this route out. Actually, I'm not sure, because it doesn't look like there's any... It doesn't look like there's any actual way out of the Withering Palace. So yeah, but the Age of Sail sites are definitely getting narrowed down. This pre-Empire site seems like it might be getting narrowed down as well. So I know a knife manages to help nail things down. That is one thing I'm kind of curious about in this game. There is a lot of stuff where it's like, hey, I found this doll. Now I can figure out where this site is. Oh, the Wakened Waters. I'm glad I'm not doing this in the dark. I mean, maybe, assuming we're actually going to be leaving the Withering Palace tonight. I mean, it could be something like these artifacts are covered in a particular kind of, like, dust or residue, or, like, there's, like, different details in their crafting that indicate different parts of the nebula. But I mean, as far as we know, as far as we know, Aaliyah really only knows Eox and Elbereth when the game starts. Like, she's done some exploring, but I mean, there's so much of the nebula that's not mapped. So I would really like an explanation for how she knows, like if she finds like a piece of crystal or a piece of carved wood, that points to this spot in a section of the nebula that she's apparently never been to. Six does seem to Mistress, hello. Hang on one sec. How old would you say the site is exactly? I would date it back to the very first days of the Holy Empire, Mistress. Probably constructed during the reign of the first Empress herself, as hoped. Six does seem to be able to recognize trace particles, and metals can be tracked to the originating mine by those traces. Doing that requires knowing the originating mine. Yeah. So I wish there was some kind of explanation for it. I imagine there must be, but I don't know why there isn't. Like Mira's desk back on Eox. So it's probably the most video gamey part of this whole thing, that like finding relics just happens to point us to new locations, because otherwise, we'd have to find literal maps. Though we have found literal maps thus far. Six has a special knife and doll particle map. Yeah, my translation were made to my dictionary now. Six should be able to tell that these are from the same location. Identifying where it is, the only thing I can think of is traces in the rivers. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, me too. This is absolutely. It's not a real gripe. It's something that I would like them to address, but they don't really have to. I'm enjoying this well enough without it. All right, so I see part of strong in there. So maybe strength? I see people strength, and then I think that was like river. People strength. It could be blood. Blood will be made. Join. Holy. Healthy? Hail? Did the first empress who declared herself holy, did she still believe in the older gods? Still fear them? Inscription over this side of it? Ooh, did I miss an inscription? This is a room we glimpsed through the locked door. There are robots here. It must have been restricted to the dais area. There are ramps there, but steps and bars everywhere else. No logical reason to restrict a robot mistress. Yeah, you say that now. Somebody huddled here to keep warm, burned where they could find. Books, most likely. There's something here. Battered copper sextant engraved with a sail design. I think it dates for the age of sail. Casing seems to be inscribed. What a weird thing to find in the fireplace. This is one end of a fractured fragment of text. Okay. I see new. Oh, wait, it could be mother. Your mother? Your mother? The long one, I think it must say mother. Oh my god. We may be about to decipher the first your mother joke written in ancient. Sail your mother. I found weird. Let me tell you, this fucking bubble gun I found one. Something sail within your mother. This is a combination of like when and? They sail upon your mother. I think this. It's a fragment, though. If this is help sail back. It's got part of return, actually. So yeah, I think it's back. Something sail back your mother again? I think it'd have to be help. Help sail back your mother again. I think this comes from the same place as the knife and the key. Got a lot of leads on the Age of Sail site now. Should make its location easier to find. Another book, another few lines. I'm loving this, by the way. I'm loving this high density of phrases helping us discern more words. Maybe 2 is suggested, like the. Possibly. Possibly. Alright, let's see. May my... I have that one. May my something give you something. May my something give you something. Sure, it reads as give. Okay. May my... It's got... an odd construction. I think there was another phrase that we thought was truth. This might be words, because it has the primary symbols for speak, but then cancels one of them out, seemingly. Words you don't speak are just ideas. Could be ideas, yeah. May my something give you... It's almost the same as I. Well, it can't give you weep. Let's see happiness. Let's try ideas. Let's see if that's ideas. Because the logic there is sound. Maybe weep is a classified drug. Let me see if there's any new... There are new solvable inscriptions. This, so I guess this is on the bell. I give you my heart. Or no, was this on the thing we gave to Tapi? Wait, there was another solvable one. Wasn't there? Weren't there 2 solvable ones? Not anymore, I guess. Mistress, I do not wish to alarm you, but I'm sure I heard something moving nearby. Cool. What kind of something? Stone, mistress. Stone against stone. You think the gods are coming for us? No, mistress. Something below. 6, is there a vault here? Have we found it? Found the vault? I understood this was the Withering Palace, mistress. This place is a palace, not a vault. Oh, the first solvable was the thing you traded, Tapi. Ah, okay. So they were the same thing. Okay, cool. Thank you. That does make sense. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Breach the wall. It's just the house settling. Things happen. The whole structure is intact except here, but there's no boulders, no sign of impact. I think this was demolished. Another door. Stuck fast. All right. Let's check upstairs before we go outside. That's a mural. Similar to the one we saw in the graveyard of the emperors. Perhaps this one is slightly older. Even more worn. A line of figures, some stooped, some young, gather together, then falling. A bright light. That's all I can make out. Okay, the game doesn't want to let me out there. I guess we'll go outside. This must have been fine once, mistress. The scale of construction suggests opulence, even the fittings do not. This ramp is a door. There's no way it fell like this. Someone made themselves a way through. someone with a robot. Or just a robot. This place seems like it was always empty. Alright, I don't think we need to clamber over... Oh, rubble. What's this? A beautifully crafted skillet. I would guess it dates from the Age of Sail. On it are some inscribed glyphs. Empress Nuke the Pagans got it. Seems more like a place people came to be recorded and then maybe die. That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. Skill's about to drop some ancient beats. The door is ajar. Let's see. I think this first part maybe... Wait. There's a couple... Maybe glow? No, I don't think that's that. Maybe it is that. Glow... No. That's a word I don't know. Or... maybe 4 first days? And then... I don't think that's these. I think that might be a new phrase. You? Okay, cool. Yeah, as a phrase. Translation glow is off. Okay. We know it's not glow, and it's not live. Wow, I'm terrible at this one. It's got star in it. Maybe sleep. Got me. Or... it has day. Maybe tomorrow. For tomorrow, you... Wait, sleep. Sleep now. For tomorrow, you... sleep. Sleep large. Most highly paid individual in the Age of Sail was a professional object inscriber. I wonder if it's work. Sleep now, for tomorrow you work. If they were turning people into robots here, or recording them for some purpose. This comes from the same place as the battered sextant and the knife we found here before. Presumably people often visit both these places will make the Age of Sail site easier to locate. Okay, I'm really curious about that one now. Built the ramp so they could get in, or then again, maybe they took some robots away. Maybe this place housed robots. Interesting, mistress. Robots would certainly not object to the conditions here. Although they would object to all the stairs. Hang on. I think we're slowly narrowing down the moon from the cracked mosaic. We've definitely narrowed down this Age of Sail site. Of course, work and robots share a glyph, yeah. Drop robots downstairs. What's worse that could happen? Did the dust hurt you at all? My workings are well protected, mistress. I hope that does not disappoint you. At 60's the ramp. Cute.
The rock had been scooped out to make a roof for the courtyard, keeping it safe from the endless storm beyond.
It's so quiet.
This was a secret place.
Some kind of ritual space? There's something about this place, mistress. I cannot, as you might say, put my finger on it. Well, your finger's holographic. Are you trying to remember something? You're a machine. Surely you either remember or you don't. That is what I would have expected, yes. Perhaps you heard something about this place? No. More than that. I believe this place is familiar to me. And yet I've never left Eox except in your company. If this is where they manufacture robots, then yeah, 6 would have some familiarity with it. Heavy stone table. This looks like an altar to me. Is this a temple then? Did the Emperor secretly worship the ancient gods? No inscriptions! Something's been chiseled in here. Beautiful workmanship. Oh, it's small. One of several words. Oh shit, 6 is the Act 2 final boss. I've seen a boss arenas to know this one. Greatest invention of the ancient empire. Slinkies that can feel pain. Slinky robots would be super cool. I pretty much assumed the robots were people, right? I think at this point, yes. It does seem like the robots were people. Live, oh boy, live forever here. Ooh, I believe you're correct with live, mistress. They totally put people on this altar and then downloaded them into This might be where they did the whole downloading ceremony. They might have put people on the altars and then like downloaded them into the robot chassis here. Or the foils. We know that's how the foils work now. Strange offer to make. We know from talking to Kaya that the foils can record a person. Did Kaya die here after all? Just put yourself on the altar and become more than human. That would be, if we can work out how the system works here, that'd be a really, I'm sure the game doesn't do that, but that'd be pretty wild if it did. Scrawled symbols. Oh god, maybe this is Soma. I wrote something on this pillar. I've never seen ancient symbols scrawled like this, written in charcoal. Oh, weird. These are totally different. Got one of these in my notebook. I'll take a stab at what's left. Word resembles my word for there. It's numbers. I'm gonna guess this is 3. It's high, whatever it is. They put people in robots here. Why are there no ramps out of the courtyard? That's a good question. We'll have to take a closer look. Reminded the first puzzle you solved about the Empire banishing rebels. I'm betting that was robots, or that rebels and robots are similar words on purpose. Possibly, yeah. I'm gonna guess this is 100. 300 and... I'm guessing that's 3. And maybe this is 40? We'll just guess that for now. We're gonna... I'm fairly sure those 2 are numbers. We're gonna have to find more numbers to make any sense of this. I was thinking it could be a date or something. Bless the waters! I could have plunged straight over. Ah, camera! It's not unfinished building work. The stones were removed here, lifted away. Someone broke into whatever's below. Something broke out, mistress. What do you think, 6? Can I get down there? Can I get back up? You can. But mistress, I hope you won't. Okay, we are definitely going down there later. I'm gonna check this place out. Oh, there are... Wait. There are ramps here. Okay, there are ramps, so I bet this is where they did the thing. Go to the one about the Emperor banishing rebels, see if it's solved. Okay. There's a hole here. Have you worked out what was troubling you yet? Yes. No. There was a chair. What kind of chair? Here, in the center of this place, a chair on wheels. I sat down in it, mistress. They put something on my brow. What kind of chair? Golden, painted of course, carved with leaves winding up its legs. Faces watching me. I remember the texture of the wood. I could barely lift my head, but I lifted it all the same. Mistress, I was tied. Something's happening to you. There's something here doing something to you. I am myself, mistress. I am not surprised if that upsets you. I'm not saying either of those things. That's stupid. I am remembering, mistress. I am remembering, and yet I have never forgotten. We're always gonna have fun taking you apart. That's fucked up. Something in the stone here. I've never seen anything like it. It's a device of some kind. 6, what do you make of it? Evidently it is old, mistress. Evidently it's very old. Tell me something specific, robot. I would estimate the metal in this piece to be almost 2,500 years old. Another artifact from the Great Forge, perhaps? It is possible. We still do not know where the forge is or even if it existed. Could surmise that it's one of the sites we're looking for. Alright, an armless god. This seems to be just a head on a stack of barrels. Some glyphs. Probably their name. Or what they're god of. This isn't a word I already know. I'll have to make a guess. That's incredibly close to your assumption for serpent, so let's go with that. I would explain the lack of arms, although it doesn't explain why the ancients worship snakes. Right, we have a horned goddess. Horned goddess from the Emperor's graveyard, still weeping. If there's glyphs on this one... if there's glyphs on this one, the rocks fell in front of it. And there probably are. This one is Kibanya, the water goddess. Nice to see an old friend out here. I know these glyphs at her feet. They say water. As we thought. Okay, so... I can actually see that. I can actually make it out. It's, Let me see if I can find... It's the second symbol on here. It's the second symbol there. Snakes are... snakes are cool. Why wouldn't you worship snakes? Carved in the shrine in the hideout moon. I can solve this now. Oh, emperors live forever. Hooty hoot hoo. Alright. So the one about Emperor banishing rebels. Do you remember which one that is? Because there's been a lot. Or do you remember where it was that we found it? Seeing this is the Great Forge because Robo Factory. The first one? It wasn't the first one, because the first one was the brooch. Was it this one? It was this one. It was the passage from the Annals. It's Empress and Robots. Yeah. So it's either banished or buried. And it does have the symbol. It has the symbol for ground. It's probably buried. Yeah. It's ground plus a negative. So yeah. Good call on that one. I was curious. Yes, I see. What do you see? Oh, there's another one over here. Can we use... It's an eye. Do you really want to? It must refract to somewhere. Assuming it's not just ornamental. This hopper are directed one underground, mistress, and one would require another hopper inside that space to return. Is a place of execution? A hopper set up to carry you straight into a rock? Oh, that's fucked. Oh, just the notion of that is like super fucked. There's a cairn of stones at the foot of this one. They must have been placed here deliberately. To mark this god in particular? Let's move them. Or if behind all of these... Ground. It's a symbol for ground. May tell us who this god is. The praying goddess. God? Goddess? I can't tell. Perhaps it's supposed to be a child. 6 is having an existential crisis and we're just archaeologying like nothing's happening. Just one word. At least it's short. Ground. Goddess of the earth? How the fuck did my 6 a convicted criminal on death row joke hit the mark? A reaching god. This one is reaching for something. He's fruit picking, perhaps. I'm already sure these symbols as well. They read as sky. Sky god? God of the sky and rivers? Is that who you are? Interesting that sky and rivers go together in this setting. Because the nebula. This one seems to be giving something. Or maybe holding something? This one I don't know. It's a combination of symbols I've seen before. Place. I think this one might be sun. Is a combination of symbols for place, light, and all. That would explain what it's giving. Alright. Snake, life, water, ground, sky, sun. Looks like they got their bases covered at least. Mistress, I have completed my analysis of the hopper eye. I have sent test packets through and analyzed the minor refractions. I would like to leave now, but I cannot hopper us from under the rock. You have found 6 promising artifacts here. We've also pinpointed 2 new locations, a pre-Empire site and the moon from the cracked mosaic. May I activate the hopper now? What's the matter? Are you going to tell me what the hopper does? I observed 2 things about the hopper. Individually, they are of trivial interest. Together, they are as we feared. Just tell me. This eye is flawed, mistress. Internal cracking means it can only refract some of the information passed to it. Specifically, the physical matrix is not refracted. If used, only the neural mesh would disentangle. I'm an archaeologist, 6. I speak ancient, not whatever language that is. You might hopper to the eye and never arrive. My second finding is, however, more pressing. This hopper is not broken. It has been carefully engineered to function this way. But what good is a neural mesh without a physical matrix? Maybe they brought a matrix with them. Perhaps so. Could a neural mesh be stored? Kaya was. Should I try the hopper one more time, mistress? Not yet. saw Kaya's face. No, we did not. We saw masks stored within her holographic projector. Just as my face is not my own. What good is a hopper like that? I'm not sure, mistress. I can only see one purpose for it. A way to imprison people permanently. A way to bottle them. You are going to be really unhappy when you realize that's how you were made. I was here some time ago. And they used that thing to do it. Someone did this to an empress, stored her in that foil we found. On her deathbed, perhaps? What happened to her body? It will have been lost as entropy, mistress. In a very real sense, mistress, it would have returned to the rivers. Carvings over here. Not much visible. The dust has worn it all away. A few images, but it's hard to see what they are. The stone panels must have all been inscribed once, telling some kind of story. Gone now. Door seems stuck. Alright. I do believe we're going underground now. I do believe we shall descend. It's gone. What's gone? There's nothing more. The voices are gone. What do you think they were? Who? Friends. Children. A whole life's worth. Wait here, Six. I'll be back. Mistress, please, do you really have to? Oh, God. Oof.
Empty, cold, stale air.
What is this place? What was down here worth taking?
A cavernous space all around me.
Aaliyah, what have you found? How far down does it go? Is it a treasure vault? You store vast amounts here. This isn't Renba's mysterious vault, surely. What was that? I'm sure I heard something. Sure of it. There's something here. A hefty axe. It looks like something from at latest the early Empire. What's this doing here? Was this how they got in down here? This is mining equipment. How did this come to be here? And there's an etched message on the blade. On the blade? Is the end of a longer line of text. See ramps? Yeah, I do too. Maybe Cybermen and Terminators and Johnny Fives and everything. From something comes something. From something comes... Oh. From work comes something. Certainly my translation for comes is correct now. We found the lost colony of Kobol. Work must be correct too. Alright, good. So these are the same word. So from something comes something. From work comes... I think this is life. Symbols for robot, sword, and rock. I think this is metal. From metal comes metal. From work comes life. Ooh. Comes from the same source as the lantern I found here earlier, I think. This will make the pre-Empire site easier to locate. Okay. This is getting weird. The space is huge and so cold. It must go right the way down to the core. I seem to be whispering. Goes down to the core, shouldn't be warm. This isn't a planet. This is like a big fragment of stone they refer to as a moon. I went to a lot of trouble to get down here. What were you looking for? Okay, so there's the hole there. The hole. Okay, wait a sec. There's the hole. So if Six's memories are accurate, they would strap somebody to a chair and put them over the hole and then hopper them. Ramps, no stairs. Easy now, don't want to fall. And then hopper them, and that would hopper their mind, their mental patterns out of their body. Was the hole under the chair for disposing of bodies? The place was built for robots. They were buried in here. This is a palace, after all. A palace for them. Underground, out of sight. Kaya was right. I wonder if there's a chamber like this under Yak somewhere. Okay, well, I guess you just blew that theory. No, seriously, what was that? I definitely saw something moving. Child, where are you going? She has control. Like, I'm not doing this. She has control now. Just found the homeworld of the Necrons. The noise is gone now, I think. This chamber was sealed up. The underground room had no way in or out. The robots were kept down there. But then someone let them out. This isn't a good idea. These walkways are steep and narrow, and who knows what's down here. She won't go down there. She won't do it. I think he said the hopper eye pointed down. I'm gonna try this one more time, but I don't think she's gonna let me go down. I think she just refuses. There's nothing down here but dark. Yeah, she's not gonna go down there. Unless I need to, like, there's a spot of light. What if you could make a torch? Who has that kind of technology, seriously? Alright, I'm gonna try and follow these. The hopper eye must have been the only way into the palace below. Whoever built this place was burying robots alive. But not like they were buried on Eox. Not simply bricked up in the walls. So why did Kaya want to come here? She said she had a place in the palace. There's definitely something moving around down here. Yeah, she's not gonna go. She asked about refracting light earlier. Can you do that? I don't think so. Oh, man. Alright. Coming back, Six.
There was something down there. I'm sure of it.
Obtain one more intriguing artifact here. The axe. I'm sure Huang will want to catalog it for you. Did I use the hopper again, mistress? Get out of here. And Miss Bits, was there a chance to bring Kai? Yes, there was. There was. And I specifically wanted to do that. So we left the surface site of the Withering Palace. With newfound knowledge of the location of the moon from the cracked mosaic. The only creature capable of maneuvering through that area is a gecko. Yeah, I wanted to bring Kaya back here. I really, really wanted to bring Kaya back here, but the game prompts fucked up and made me leave her. on the bright side, we haven't found anything here that we could have plugged her foil into. So I don't think we would have gotten anything out of her. I don't think we would have been able to summon her at all, so. And it might be possible to go back to the graveyard and talk to her, especially if you find some way to power those statues. We did nail down some pretty good ones. Oh. And this book tells what will come. I think this is from the big book we pulled from the burned library. So we solved that one. That's cool. That's very cool. I wonder, actually, okay, if they put us back in the cabin, I might take another look at the book. It doesn't look like they're going to, actually. Let's see if we can plot a course up to here. So we'll take the next left and see where that puts us. Yeah, the button for take the foil was the same as the button for talk to 6, and the game decided to prioritize the wrong one. Waters above! Holy shit! I'm still annoyed about that, but I think ultimately it's gonna be okay. We don't know, there might end up being a compelling reason to leave Kaya there. Waters above is just tubular in Eoxian. Alright, so where did that throw us? Up here. Alright, we are just right shortly. I think we're gonna get thrown right, honestly. Oh, down there, okay. It's ARG! No, not tubular. Goddess of rivers, sky, and roller coasters. Big red something poking out over there. Available data suggests the Age of Sail site is somewhere nearby. Pretty placid over here. Which way now? Alright, we've got a couple spots we can... Oh, well, one's right here. But we're gonna have to do some circling around to get... Oh, okay, well, it's obviously here. Like, Jesus Christ, it's obviously that one. So we'll run around and we'll hit the other ones first. The game probably could have worked a little bit harder to make the sites not quite so obvious. It's always the one that just where the river becomes a pool. It's a ruin from the Age of Sail, mistress. Wait, mistress. I recovered a battered sculpture carved from gold. It most likely came from somewhere nearby. We've seen this god before, at the site of the Withering Palace, but I still don't know what he represents. And there's an inscription on his arm. This one is a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Only god I need is gnarly and his tubular rivers. Temples will something again. Okay, so temple we've confirmed temples and again. Nice. The god of the gold statue represents get paid. Temples will open. It's the opposite of close. Assuming I was correct about close. Kilroy was here. Hazard this comes from the same size as the statuette fragment and the scratched devotional icon we found before. Right. we are going to plot course to... Alright, I guess I'm going to have to... Oh, okay, I need to get back in there first. Alright, we got a lot of information on the Age of Sail site now. So we did narrow it down, okay. So I guess the ruins within the area... It's good to be back on a real river again. I guess the artifacts you find in the vicinity help narrow down that particular site you're looking for. More fit with light stuff. I think that particular symbol, here, let me pull it up. I think that symbol, the three coming down, does more work than just signify light. And I know that the two little nyeh at the beginning, I forget what form of word that is, but notice that more and more of these words are coming from Six remembering the ancient language and not Aaliyah magically deciding she's right. I suppose that fits. Oh, I actually wanted to ping this one if I can find it. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna reset that. I thought net meant do, so that meant do light. Do the do. I think some of the concepts are related. Oh, there it is. Pretty easy a spot from here. Fang told me something in the Chronicles of Mazwai. Okay, I guess we'll have to come back to that. It was an old poem about sailing the fiery path. Fiery path? I wonder if this is what it meant, this spray in the water. And it's certainly not fiery, mistress. A ruin! Oh, surprise! You guys have dates from the Age of Sail. It'll only take a few moments. Found a red scrap of canvas. Wonder how long it's been there. Cloth has been marked with symbols too. This one is a frayed piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. Sail. Something. And... sure my translation for stop is right now. Cool, okay. Sail... something and... got... love and wind. Maybe free? And I bet this is never. Sail. I'm gonna say sail fast and free and never stop. That will do. That will. Sailing is true freedom. Yeah, there are people who never even leave their home moon. All right. Oh, I gotta get back to the Age of Sail site. Okay. Is that gonna work? That is gonna work. Okay. Comes from the same source, the battery sculpture, statuette fragment. You have a lot of leads now. The more I do this sailing, the more I enjoy it. It's pretty unique, honestly. All right, that one. So we want to hang a left here. Not the one we were aiming towards. Did I miss one? Maybe not. He might have gotten a bit confused there. There he is. There he is. Greetings, Elsaris. How you doing tonight? Ruin Pure appears to date from the Age of Sail, Mistress. I will investigate. I recovered a compass. It's floating out there? Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on the casing. Alright, well that's a shame. Alright, we have definitely nailed down where this site is. So it's gonna be a left... No! Oh, we're gonna have to circle around this place. Basically take lefts until we get there. Base game is clearly not a good idea because dialogue pops up all over the screen. Yeah. I could put it in like a lower corner, but I don't think that would work that much better either. Yeah, stuff just pops up all over the screen, so. I'll just read out everything, and that way you actually have to listen to me for once. Then my husband looked to the top right to see the man who led Stalin to victory. Not a day goes by that I don't regret that intensely. Can we see the site from here? Oh, I think I do see it actually. Did you say, shut up, Lodro? Just shut up. Now a day goes by, they enjoy bringing up Stalin versus Martian, and people are like, X and X is the worst RTS game. Yeah, no, there is a definitive worst RTS game. We have found it. A lot of games is really only one place that doesn't have UI elements. Right in the center. Okay, this is a very small place. I wonder if it has atmosphere. An Age of Sail site. What was this place?
This moon was nothing but cold, cruel rock.
Oh, there's gonna be like no air here or something.
It could never have been home to anyone. And yet, someone had been here. And someone was still standing guard.
Well then. Alright. This is an unforgiving place. Were there any other surfaces at all? None. This moon appears most rugged. Must have been something important about it. Something that made this thing worth building. Whoa, what the hell is this?
The path ended at the edge of an enormous crater, where a mountain had been plucked out like a rotten tooth.
Oh shit.
And something had been built across the wound.
What are we looking at? We found where Rolkba landed. I have no idea, Mistress. Can you scan it, 6? Scan it? Scan for what, Mistress? It is a hole. It's clearly not just a hole. Scan it for everything. Here is something, Mistress, which may or may not be interesting. The tiles laying its surface are a metallic pottery composite. A what composite? Metallic pottery. Heat resistant, reflective, conductive. Where do they even get enough metal for this crater? Do people sift streams for iron dust? Richer seams on some older moons, I believe, Mistress, but there does appear to be a considerable wealth of metal here. Alright, hang on. Ours clearly needs to wear a green morph suit, have green screen, and expose only his face. And then they can always try blue green screen, then we can't see what he shows, games and consoles and stuff, unless he switches back. I have been warned. I have been warned by other streamers that green screen is not the way to go. I've been warned that it's a huge pain in the ass to get working, and that the trend on Twitch has been more towards like being able to see the streamer's actual environment. The dish? It's a death ray. We're not on a moon. Launch pad. Interesting question. Here's a way up. For me, not you. I cannot climb that, mistress, as you are no doubt aware. I am fine with that. The guardian of this place. We've seen this one before, Six. I think it's the Sky God. What are you doing here? It could, yeah, it could be a launch pad then. They wanted their Sky God to watch over the safety of their ship. Let's see if we can find out who you are. It's just the dish for the cable TV. Oh, it's just a VTuber. What are you talking about? Yeah, this isn't me. Could you imagine me paying someone to look like this? Aw, wake up, hate. I appreciate that. You just not have face cam. It's not that hard. It's like I debated it. I did debate it when I decided to start streaming, and I'm a fairly emotive person, so I felt it would be better to have it. Because there are some reactions that are not verbal. Alceres is determined for you to get rid of your face. Not the first time I've heard that. Serpent's Eye. Haven't we heard of Serpent's Eye somewhere before? Just take your face off. Here we go. 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 Oh, that's not right. Not temple? Man, you didn't have to wipe. You didn't have to wipe the whole thing, dude. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh god, it was right there. It was right there, and I just missed it. So dumb. God watches over Serpent's Eye. And then that first word... Was the first word for sky or what? Okay, so it looks like we can confirm these. And I think by extension... I'm obviously right about serpent as well. God watches over the Serpent's Eye. By the stars, that was a long one. Serpent's Eye. The Serpent's Eye! Is that what they call this place? Definitely isn't the Serpent God, though. Sky God. One acceptable form of oddish Zavita would be the Blood Omen box art. This is a 6-star robot or some other meme I've yet to grind. It's such fine dust they can be mistaken for Class A substance. Moved out roommates left so many decent kitchen knives that are now mine. How old would you say this site was, Six? Based on the weathering of the god statue, almost 1,500 years old. God Colossus erected on the cratered moon. Back when the age of sail was flourishing, although this place doesn't look very flourishing to me. Oh, I think there's going to be a lot to explore here. There's going to be a lot of walking here for sure. It looks like there's a hatch at the bottom of this place. Pipes running around the exterior. Amadou claimed he saw corridors full of machines. Did he find a way inside that we haven't? There's every possibility of simply lying, mistress. Is this the place Amadou was talking about that he said we'd never find? Fuck you, robot guy. The one person in the... Except... Wait, mistress. What is it? I have found something. Gravity, mistress. You just discovered gravity. Should have dropped you out in airlock like I did 5. I beg your pardon, mistress? Just tell me what you found. I discovered the gravity within the crater is lower than the gravity outside of it. Wait, are you saying you can see gravity? Indeed, mistress. After a fashion. Okay, hang on. Amadou was the robot salesman on Renaki. The Mina's father. In case her father knows she came away with me, I should make a point of never going back. That's great. Oh, and there's that other ruin. But yeah. When we first went to Renaki, oh, hey, she just recapped that. An ancient crater built into a moon. The trader from Renaki, Amadou, had told me there were corridors filled with machines here. He had lied or been mistaken. It's possible that Amadou has been here. Amadou, whatever I want to do. Amadou has been here, and then maybe that's where he got all the busted up robots that he's been trying to sell. If the dish refracts gravity, then that lends credence to the idea that there's some kind of launch site. Can you not see gravity? Of course I can. Free robots. Seems the most curious feature set, mistress. I don't want you talking about my feature set. How can the gravity be low? Is dish some kind of machine? Kind of, I don't know, lens? This dish is just as it appears, mistress. A curved, tiled floor. Perhaps the moon's density itself is low? What's this moon made of? Don't tell me it's hollow. I will do a scan. This looks like a way down. Catch me if I fall, 6. What an idiotic remark.
The metal ledge halfway down was wide enough for walking.
Yeah, I just wanted to check all the sand up there in case there was
wide
stuff.
Enough for robots too.
Whoa, there's something carved in. There's words here. I might need to go down. Metal is stained, just a little bit is there. As though something once grew on these tiles. But there's no water here. Wait, what? Hang on. Something in the center. Cover? It looks like it has handles. Covered well? There's no way I'd keep my balance on the slope if I tried to climb down. That's true, there's no way down there, and there's some big holes to go sliding into. Unless we can find a section that hasn't shattered. It might not be on this side, but the opposite side, detect no moisture on this moon, mistress. This place has never had natural water. Whatever is at the heart of this crater, it is no well. There used to be a way up over here, but it's collapsed. $100 points to Gryffindor. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Wait. Give me the other one. There we go. Some writing around the rim. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't checked the building yet. Few words in this one. After image, when you start moving in after staying still, is an interesting effect. I still don't know why everyone looks so ghostly in this. That still has not been addressed in any way. So that's here. Land here. And B. Really? Can I have my translation for land in my dictionary now? Land here and be... I mean, he's got Art of Speak in here? Art of We. Maybe Heard. Land here and be heard. Land here? Is this a landing pad? Section of slope looks intact. Okay, before I go sliding down there, I'm going to check out the building, because I might not be able to make it back up.
The scale of the place was mind-boggling.
Boggling.
It must have been built by giants for giants.
Probably just people thing, honestly. Camel's teeth. Air is so thin here. Take your time to recover, mistress. Evidently, it's clear this place was intended for robot workers. Definitely something inside here. Equipment? Hard to make out. All these windows have heavy shutters over them. Like, really heavy. Looks like a door. Only won't open. Push button. Push button, 6. I don't need to pry the door with the scimitar. Is this some kind of mechanism? I can't see how to work it. Push the button. It's lights. Please stand aside. The locking mechanism is internal and magnetic. There we go. Could be blast shutters, yeah. How did you know how to do that? To my senses, it was a handle, mistress. His mechanism was quite apparent. So I guess this place really was intended for robots.
A dark, cramped space, stuffed with metal and pipes and wires. It was like I'd turned into an ant and was now crawling around inside the robot.
Someone oversaw this site from here. But oversaw what? It can't have been a good job. It's uncomfortable, cramped. The robots do not care. The place was clearly abandoned. No disaster, no destruction. Whatever it once was, it became obsolete. There's something written here. There's a lot of something written here. These are getting much longer. Some mechanicals. Robot. Hang on. Let's start at the beginning. Buy. I don't have that one. That's not watch. Maybe this is mechanicals. We watch. That's right. What am I missing here? Those are robots blasted their rap battles across the universe. Give 6 an aux cable, I bet us a monster playlist. Okay, unless that's a bigger phrase and that's it. Okay, that was it. Got it. So then what's this? It has the word for robot in it. And that the concentric squares have something to do with truth, I think. I haven't been able to confirm any of those yet. Now to work out with the other words. Yes, I'm well aware. We're gonna go with masters. By order. I bet this has to be order. By order of masters, we watch. It's the noun. It's beyond, but without the signifier for a. God, what are those words called? I'm definitely not an editor or anything. There's no reason I should know this. I think it's darkness, because it's negating the symbol that we normally see for light. By order of masters, we watch darkness work. Master. Has the symbols for robot in it, I think. Were robots in charge here then? Not direct articles, prepositions. Like above, below, within, without, beyond. Because I'm pretty sure that beyond is not the noun form. I'm pretty sure it's the preposition. We got control panel. Do they have children working here? Can you operate this? That one controls the temperature of the floor, mistress. This one, however, appears more interesting. Can you work it out? I already have. There. I've activated the panel, but I see no change. What was it supposed to do? You sure the panel's done nothing, Six? No, mistress. It may well have done something. I simply cannot see what. Alright. Door seems stuck. I can get my fingers in, but they won't budge. The power to that section appears to have failed. Can you divert more power that way? I'm not some kind of plumber, mistress. Excuse me. Beyond the light could be darkness, but everything fits the phrase. We'll see. We'll see when those get confirmed or denied. See what's up here. Sorry, what was that? What was that? I believe it was the lower door resealing itself, mistress. But you can open it again, can't you? I should think so, mistress. Okay, good. I'm just fucking stuck in here. Does this one work? I do not believe so, mistress. Seems a lot of the wiring here has been rendered purely decorative by time. I think the control downstairs still works, or we'd be stuck in here. Well, not really. We'd just have to drop ourselves off the balcony. It does still work, doesn't it? Statistically, mistress, it will. Look at it. It's beautiful. Can you imagine ships coming to rest here like flies on a flower? Hey, it's one of these things. There's some kind of tripod. There was something here once. There's a complete one on the top. Instrument sometimes. This is a wrong shape for winch. There was one on the Hermitage. Angled to look at the center of the crater. Or else tilted up to the sky. Impossible to say for sure. I've seen this kind of tripod before. The same as the one on Janiki's moon. On the roof of the Hermitage near Maerzy. You saw that telescope. We never had the telescope. Or at least not the one that was fitted there. We still haven't found what fits into those. I think we may have found some random other telescope, but not the one that actually goes in these places. Nebula is our what? It doesn't know what a telescope is. You barely identify a fence. Garden. Nebula is our garden? Something to do with ships? Harvest Moon? Fits with our idea this is a landing bay. Ramps. Robot operated controls. The site wasn't managed by humans at all. Alright, this one's not empty. A telescope? Ladies in Grey and Elbereth had a telescope on the roof. They encouraged us to look at Eox through it and dream. Is this place an observatory? Well, let's fucking look through it. Oh. There's no eyepiece. What's the use of that? Well, let's fucking take it. Looks like it comes free. And there's some scribed precise glyphs. It tries my eyes to read them. Okay, so I think maybe if we can find an eyepiece for this thing, we can take it around to these different tripods and see what they're pointing at. Hard to tell the characters are barely animated 3D models or drawings of 3D. The characters are absolutely 2D. The characters are definitely 2D. You can see it when you rotate the camera around them. And they, like, click to different rendition. Stars, never, something. Leaving me confident in translation for never now. Good. So it's like falsehood. It's the verb form. It's deceive. Stars never deceive. Definitely not a flagpole. There are no ropes and no fittings for any ropes. Evidently is a signal mast, a beacon. For sending something, somewhere. He acts as a similar one for sending messages. It's... If I could get the... Yeah. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, these are definitely 2D sprites. Like, for sure. Where's the mass send to 6? Just wait, mistress. What? Yes, I believe I can deduce that. But it's hardly accurate enough to pinpoint a target. Is this it? The observatory that Renba wanted me to find? Mistress, you have spoken to Renba? Forget I mentioned it. You're withholding something from me. Mistress, I am scalded. How scandalous. After image effect might be in service of smoothing transition between keyframes for changing direction or changing action. Could be. I don't know. They seem to, like, when you turn around, it plays... Okay, hang on. I've been considering the mast. I believe this place was a measuring station of some kind. Measuring what? I suspect the river's mistress. Was the ruin near Maerzy an observatory too? Locations are interesting, separated but aligned. They suggest a triangulation. Oh. We know Remba found a telescope on the crashed ship, another on the ruin near Mersey. We found one more. Triangulation. Something. The vault. What would help? More telescope. Triangulation requires 3 or more points. If we assume the scope aboard the ship was bound for, taken from, somewhere near Elbereth. Wait, mistress. What? What? Fucking what? What? The tripod. It's just like the one I found on the Hermitage where Renba died. This place is old. Much older than the Empire. Assuming all those tripods were set up at the same time. I hope this isn't Renba's observatory. If it is, I'm definitely missing something. There's nothing here. I don't think this is Renba's observatory. Mistress? Ah. Open the door, 6. We've seen the power to this control is not entirely functional. Presumably the system has not been used or maintained in some time. So fix it. I am not convinced that I can, mistress. As you're fond of remarking, I'm merely a robot. Are you saying we're trapped in here? After fashion, yes. The hopper's out of here. I'm afraid the line of sight required is not available. We can head for the roof. An excellent idea, mistress. Please wait where you are. I will return momentarily. Oh, he's probably gonna hop her out, hop her back, and open the door from the outside, maybe? Oh. 6? Mistress? Escape! I fixed the lock, mistress. It will not close again. Oh my god, that was funny. Alright, anyway. Mistress, what? What's the matter? I have a result, mistress. Have you finished the calculation? Triangulation telescopes, mistress, that Remba found. Assuming they were recording devices transmitting data at each other and to a central source. Assuming they were positioned deliberately to cover a particular sector of the nebula from many angles, while maintaining a line of sight to that central source. Mistress, I believe I've found Renba's observatory. Evidently is far further than we have ever been. How far is this observatory, 6? Significantly further than the air tanks of the Nightingale would allow. Well, that doesn't help us much, does it? All right, let's slide down to this hatch. So what was this place? I suppose the right shape to be the Serpent's Eye. We know it was run by robots. Some kind of recording station. Observing the rivers. The crater itself is most likely a dock. A place for ships to land. The low gravity in the crater helps ships to take off from here. You've acquired one ancient artifact here, the telescope device. With luck, we'll be able to trace it. I'd like to activate the hopper now? Nope. I want to get down to the center of the crater first. It's cool they added that specific response. Section of the slope looks intact. No gaps between here and the lower level. I could slide until you reach the bottom, mistress, where there is a sizable hole. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Well then, I'll float down. You coming? I will follow. On my treads. Here goes. Wah! By the goddess! Made it. She's so proud of herself. Can we make the climb back? Ordinarily, I would say no. The air is thin, as you observed. However, in this case, I believe it will be possible. Gravity really is low. I feel like a child again. Glad to hear that. I wouldn't mind to be stuck down here. Evidently is of no concern, mistress. There's always the hopper. That's true. Alright, there might not be anything around the outside of here. Hatch. Pupil of the Serpent's Eye. 6, it's warm. Mistress, please. There's something underground. Something powering this. There must be. But what is it? If it's definitely not a well, it's clearly the focus of this whole place. But what is it for? Well, let's open it. Let's see if I can... Okay, that was easy. An opening, mistress. Opening. Still a question if their drawings are 3D. I think it's probably pretty easy to look up. To what? I have no idea, mistress. It appears to descend from some distance. But I'm pretty sure if they were rendered from 3D models, they would have added a lot more they would have added a whole lot more I forget the term for it, like frames of animation in between for things like her tumbling. How far down do you think it goes, 6? I could not say, mistress. Transitional frames, thank you. See this. Two separate prompts, and I don't know which one's gonna pick. Okay, can you shine a light down there? After a fashion. There's crystals. It's lined with eelite crystals. Okay, yeah, look at her. Look at the angle on her. Same as the crystals on board the crashed ship Remba dug up. Indeed, mistress. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna jump in. Do not move, mistress. If you attempt to annihilate yourself by entering a vertical drop, I will hopper you immediately. And if you're falling, I might only get half of you. I know what I'm doing. It is abundantly clear that you do not. Step away. I'll take orders from you. Let's be clear about this. You are a coat hanger on wheels. I can do what I like. No, mistress, you cannot. Professor Miyari did not assign me to you for fun. Step away. So the gravity effect was localized around that pit where the crystals are? Yes, mistress. Although before you conclude the crystals bend gravitational force lines, I would remind you that correlation causation are themselves only correlated. Do you think crystals do bend gravity? They appeared to do so, yes. Just want a closer look. I went to all the trouble to get this thing open. No, mistress. I will stay right beside you, and I will not change my mind on this matter. Please. Let us return to the upper ring level. Away from temptation. Maybe Roy can help explain these crystals. A crystal is not mechanical, mistress. And I would advise caution. Caution? Why? It seems to me that a crystal capable of storing a gravity-manipulating force is potentially a seismic discovery with complex ramifications. It may not be something you wish to give to Roy. You mean gravity crystals are something I shouldn't give to Elbereth? You're worried about what? That they'll use them to drive ships through the dead space to approach Eox without coming in via the river gates? I have no concerns, mister. I'm a robot, after all. But I should think Professor Miyari might. He was not happy when we gave that crown to Roy, after all. I don't give a fuck what she thinks anymore. Well, you said Eelite was worthless. Now you think it bends gravity? I do not think the crystal bends gravity. I believe it stores some kind of force, which does. It must have been collected and applied here. There's another interaction point over here. Oh, symbols. Please jump. Towards something. I'm not sure about any of these actually. Okay, there we go. Towards where waters it has "we" in it. I think it must be meat then. Amazing hole ahead. Water's rising from below ground. This hatch couldn't have contained an upriver, could it? Evidently it is conceivable, mistress. If there's an upriver here, does that mean there's water after all? Perhaps there's a wellspring directly below the opening, mistress. The water is directed in the river rather than saturating this moon. Could a wellspring be used to, like, propel a ship upwards? Alright, let's go. Depending on conversation paths you take, you learn a phrase that will turn 6 off. Huh. Back to the ship, mistress? I can simply hop her up if you prefer. Yeah, let's do it. I think we're done here. Let's see what else we can learn here. Stand still, mistress. Oh my god, it's already 1 a.m. So we left the surface of the cratered moon with the ramps. Are there any more solvable? The Elbereth Gate. Oh, we've just confirmed it's Enter Pilgrim. Cool, okay. Works for me. Please put me in my cabin. There we go. So, was it the Serpent's Eye? Some kind of landing bay for ships? Built above a crystal deposit to make takeoff easier. But why land there at all? There's nothing on this moon apart from the bay itself, except the crystals. Gecko! It'd be amazing if this is the one place you get game over. That would be really cool. The Eolite Shard. Definitely the same crystal as inside the hatch in the metal crater. Must have been useful somehow for making the upriver. Telescope device. From the roof of the cratered moon. Still don't really understand what this thing is. What kind of robot contraption for robots? Mistress? Looking. I guess we put the big book away. I guess I can't look up any more phrases from it. Alright. Time to move on. Amnesia machine for robots. I'll prepare the ropes, mistress. Alright, I am not quite ready to finish for tonight. I hope y'all aren't either. Alright. Oh my god, we have significantly... Wow. Okay, we've significantly narrowed down the location of Heaven's Vault. Potentially. This is where the statues were quarried. Elliot said the thing. Alright, well, first of all, there's an unexplored site that we didn't make it to. So let's go there first. And then let's see if we can pick up this one. And then maybe let's see if we can make it down here. And then I might save and quit when we reach whatever that is. But I mean, I can get lost exploring the rivers for upwards of an hour, so easily. Ah, this is where I wanted to go before, isn't it? I saw this place before. Didn't I? This is the one that I was trying so hard to get into. But like the path around it didn't show any way in, so all right then. There we go. Just as well. I think it had more impact after the Withering Palace. And a tough 6-pronged key. I wonder how long it's been out there. The barrel of the key has been inscribed. Minuscule. Quite a few keys in this game. Let's see. Something will open. And there we go. I think I'm getting the hang of this. All right, we've confirmed open. It's confirmed the game does block plot relevant sites until you find enough clues. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It would be kind of neat, but also kind of dumb if, like, the first time you get on your ship, you could technically go straight to Heaven's Vault if you explored enough. I think this is doors will open and something come. It's the opposite of at. Not at. Out? Yeah, secrets come out makes the most sense. I mean, I just gotta guess on secrets because I've never seen one like that. Does doors will open and secrets come out make sense? Yes. Yes. All right. I'm sorry. What? Okay, apparently I have to loop around Eox to get to this place. I do want to see if I can find anything in here, though. So we want to go left, right. 2 lefts and then a right. And then just keep hanging right to go down into that region. Whee! New river to the right. Let's check it out. Apparently this one will also lead to our destination somehow. Alright. And then, yeah, I want to follow this.
I once thought I saw a fish in the waters of the Silk Pass. But maybe It was a mermaid.
Or no. Oh, hey, we found a shortcut. Sweet. That is exactly what I wanted, in fact. Crater really had an upriver under that hatch. 6 that raises so many questions. Place has space mermaids? Why not? Where's the river gone? Was it artificial? Can you make a river? Divert one? Did the ancients make the nebula using uprivers? Boy, that'd be crazy. If that were the case. Can we change it for ourselves? I will not speculate, mistress. A ruin! Guess it dates from the earliest days of the Empire. This will only take a few moments. Recovered a dented serpent god figurine fashioned from brass. It must have come from somewhere nearby, and here's an inscription on its head. Left my controller. The game likes to vibrate super hard when it gives you new text. Deliberate translation for pray is correct. Okay, good. Pray for... I think this has to be blessings. Pray for speed. Lines of speed. Oh, whoa, okay, this isn't even the ruin we were looking for. We just happened to find a whole new one. Comes from the same place as the axe and lantern. Make the pre-Empire site easier to locate. There was an upriver on the cratered moon. And what was the hatch for? Why was it closed? Fascinating mystery. Pray for Typhon. Closing off a river. Ruin! Ruin for at least the earliest Empire period. I'll investigate. I found a heavily scratched iron oil burner engraved with a mesh motif. Glass has been etched with symbols. It's fractured. Might not be give. It might be... I can add my translation for away to my dictionary. Got darkness. I'm also sure of darkness. Sweet. So this is extremely close to give, but with one extra symbol. Send. Send away darkness. That will do for now. Alright, we found that. We're up here. We've really narrowed that one down. Maybe let's see if we can find that one. That's not really the way I want to go. So we're gonna go right, right, and then right again. This lantern sends away darkness makes a lot of sense, yeah. Make the site we're hunting for easier to find. And right, and right. Then I think they're gonna want me to go left, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm my own person. How do they ship their sculptures from here? Drag them through the rivers? Yeah, strong ship for that. I think the ancients like to etch flower descriptions onto everything. Okay, so I think up here, yeah, I want to go left, and then I want to loop down I want to go down this way. This is what I want to do. Yep, they should have labeled the shit out of things. Maybe they're all political cartoonists. Perhaps they used eelite crystals to make the sculptures lighter and easier to lift. Wonderful theory of mysteries. Okay, have we properly... Yes, okay, we properly recalculated now. So we'll sweep past the Emperor's Graveyard, and then we'll head up into here. I don't think I'll have the energy to explore this site once we get to it, but I think we should be able to get to it. Path turns right momentarily. Woo! God, some of these vistas are so pretty. Whee! That's really cool. Sorry, what do you do? I'm gonna try taking the rightmost paths here. Oh boy. Oh wow, this one really... Oh god! This one really hooks around. Oh, what? I'm sorry, what? What just happened? I think we might have gotten ripped out of that flow. Oh, wow. Oh no, it's just like a really sharp... Wow, that one's weird. That one's super weird. That one, like, just hairpins back. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired. And I actually wanted to stay up a little bit tonight to play Stellaris. The new DLC for it, Nemesis, came out, and Gnarl actually linked me a site where they already had Nemesis discounted, and also the other DLC that I don't have, so I bought everything that I was missing for Stellaris. So I'm pretty excited to try some of that stuff out, but I don't think I'm gonna have the energy to stay up and get a start on Conquering the Galaxy tonight. Hopefully I'll have time to play it sometime. But honestly, that is my constant refrain. Gnarl linked me a site and my identity's stolen. That's what we get. I think there's still a transit mechanic from the Sea Turtles segment in Finding Nemo. Oh, no, no, no! Woo. Okay, almost didn't make it. Saw something floating in the waters. The other way? It's gone now. Where was it? Nuts. And we could have linked back up with that too. That's okay. We'll get back to that one. It's okay. Imagine how difficult this would be if the words didn't come in the same order in English. I was curious about that when we first started the game. Like, if the grammatical structures were going to be similar. They're definitely similar enough. Makes it a lot easier to make guesses, especially when, like, you know, they give you 4 choices of words to slot in. If some of them aren't even the correct, like word form, makes it a whole lot easier. You should go left. Not into the rock, mister. What is being placid here? We're not quite there yet. We've got another... Okay, we're going into the unexplored part of the nebula. Whoa. Kiwi, good evening. Thank you so much for the raid. NFSM, Deoxys, good to see you. I'm afraid I don't have an amazing burb animation to share with all of you, and I'm all the poorer for it. But I really appreciate you coming out. What's up, Ira? What's up, Kiwi? Good to see you. What were you up to tonight? I'm good. I'm very good. Oh, I found a ruin. I'm really enjoying this game. A ruin! I guess it dates from the early Empire, mistress. Wait. I recovered a silver fruit knife. Ira, thank you for the follow. Most likely came from somewhere close by. Mistress, there's blood on the blade. Not much, but some. Can that help us track where it's from? I do not believe so. Except to say this is Eoxian blood. Does the knife come from Eox? Oh, this is crazy. Playing Persona 5, nice. Don't travel the nebula, stab another with his knife. I must admit, I fail to understand humans. No inscription on the back of the blade. It says this is made for the exact site we're searching for. It must be close by. Alright, there's another ruin. Yeah, definitely some nasty fruits. Structure's barely intact. There is nothing here to find. It felt like we were kind of circling some kind of vortex, but I guess not. Alright. Well, we're approaching the area that we need to be searching. This is a very cool game if you haven't played it. Heaven's Vault. It's fantasy space archaeology. We're searching for all these ancient sites, trying to learn about the secrets and the history of this vast nebula. And we do that by translating inscriptions of ancient text. And the text puzzles in this game are really cool. Alright, so we're in the vicinity now. Whoa, Jesus! Wow! Oh my god. Ah, okay. Oh, it's nice here. Sculptor's Canyon. Alright, what are we looking at? Oh, there's a bunch of other sites. Wow, we really narrowed it down. Obviously that one. Ink. I think I want to take it this way. Yeah, the art in this is really nice. It's an interesting mix because all the environments and places you go are 3D, but your character and the other characters in the game are 2D, and they have this really interesting like ghostly animation to them. All right, I want to hang a right here and then another right, and that should get us there. I wasn't expecting me drifting around a canyon down here. Wait, the water's to the what now? I think that might have been a delayed reaction. Okay, this is obviously going somewhere. Architecture and character design is kind of vaguely Middle Eastern, which is something you don't see very often. Very true. That is very true. It's one of the things I really like about this game. It has a very unique look just because it pulls from styles that a lot of games don't really bother with. And it's a shame they don't. A pre-Empire site. Is this where the ancients carved their statues?
Sometimes when you find a place, you find it overflowing with humanity, with life, with joy, with family, with struggle. Flames that burn so brightly, they can still be seen as dancing shadows. Hundreds, thousands of years later. And then other places are not like that.
Alright, well, we made it to the Sculptor's Moon. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to stop here. Because I am flagging a bit. It looks like... Oh, you know what? Before we end, we have a few more... we have 3 more solvable inscriptions. We can do these before we call it a night. The Battered Sculpture, the Reaching God from the Withering Palace. Temples will open again. Alright. We've confirmed that one. The Metal Lantern. Our parents cannot take us away. Oh, okay. And the Silver Effigy. Pray and love your people. Alright, so those are confirmed now. As far as unsolved goes... Alright, we still have plenty of those. We definitely haven't run out of unsolved inscriptions. So I imagine there's plenty more to find. So yeah, next time we're on this, we will check out the Sculptor's Moon. The moon is barely habitable, mistress. It seems unlikely it was ever occupied. I know. Wrong button. That one. Remember, it means extreme. Alright. Oh, man. This was a lot of fun tonight. My pleasure, Grunt Fodder. Yeah, this one, tonight, it really got going. I think from the Withering Palace, that was kind of the hook I needed. Like, the mystery in this was interesting. And, like, seeing the little bits of history, but, like, the Withering Palace is so weird. And the overtones there are so dark that now I really want to know what was going on with all the pre-Empire stuff and the robots. We'll be back on this on Monday. We will be continuing this next Monday and Wednesday. For the rest of this week, tomorrow night I'll be returning to DreadX Collection The Hunt, hopefully to finish it. We've completed 3 out of the 7 game bits in it, and we also need to explore the facility a bit more for all kinds of horrible things. Saturday, yes, and the launch site has a solid lead on the main objective. So yeah, we're definitely making progress. Definitely speeding on towards our objective here. Saturday. I know we planned for Blood Omen, but if I do get my Super NT, I might do an impromptu Super Nintendo night, just because I'm so excited to finally have that thing. So keep your ear to the ground for that. I'll be off Sunday, and then Monday, more Heaven's Vault. regardless of whatever I do on Saturday, we will be doing Blood Omen next Tuesday. Probably not a Zelda game because I don't think I could do a Zelda game in one night. I know if I do bust out the Super NT, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna play coy about it. Oh, this is what the last background change has wrought. Hope you enjoy it. It's getting progressively harder to explain these to my daughter because she comes in here every morning to sit behind me at this little desk here and do her distance learning class. And so when I start my computer, she sees these things, and I have to come up with some shit to explain them away. That's always awkward. Thanks, gang. Thanks for that. Definitely the best idea I've had for channel. Let's see. There's not too much. I guess we can go hang out with Ashley Monty. I haven't rated her in a while. She's playing Final Fantasy 14. I know some of you like that one. Some of you are fans. Lying to one's children is how we educate the next generation. We come up with as a second user just for streaming. Put the stuff we make you do there. I don't know. I feel like that would actually encourage y'all to be even worse somehow, if that's possible. So I'm getting along just fine as is. Let's keep it that way, I suppose. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for more Heaven's Vault. I'm really, really excited to see where this whole thing's going. And what more secrets we uncover. But yes. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for more of Dreadx Collection. Till then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.